Welcome back to another episode of Grow Through Gun Just Smoke with me, Miss Pearl. I really don't understand. I do, but I don't. Like, why do dudes see you with your dude on social media and then still reach out? I had a nigga send me 29 messages. Niggas just like my outfits. Anywho, this episode is called Famous Part 3, and this is about my last day leaving LA. What I'm noticing about myself is that when I'm ready to go, like, I'm like ready to go right now. Like, where's the door to leave right now? And that type of energy I learned the hard way was not good. But the thing is, I really blame myself because my energy was already uneasy. I said, moving forward, I'm going to be just as relaxed on my way back as I am going because it's a purpose of a vacation. It's to reset your energy a little bit. Then I let like my fears get the best of me and it just threw it all off. Maybe I need to tell my twin flame like when he notices that my mood shift like that, he needed to go ahead and let me know so that I can like go over there and take a couple deep breaths or some shit. Because welcome back to another episode of Grow Food Can Just Smoke with me, Miss Pearl. I'm on a full tummy, so I got all kinds of gas coming up, just burping left and right. I ate 2 minute chips from the Mexican restaurant I just went to. I really don't understand. I do, but I don't. Like, why do dudes see you with your dude on social media and then still reach out? I had a nigga send me 29 messages. And like I thought that like the first few I had deleted. But then I woke up and it said I had 29 messages. And I'm like, what the and then I go and check my notifications and this nigga then wrote on the pictures how my dude is a lucky man. And I'm sitting here like 29 messages later. Like what are we doing? The thing is, niggas just like my outfits. And they like, of course, how I look and my pictures. Like, my dude, yeah, you don't like me for real. And that's okay. I get it. You just like what you see. You don't really, yeah, you don't really know. Anywho, this episode is called Famous Part 3, and this is about my last day leaving LA. So, on the last day, I was, like ready to go home. But what I'm noticing about myself is that when I'm ready to go, like I'm like ready to go right now. Like, where's the door to leave right now? And that type of energy, I learned the hard way was not good. So my only fear really of going to LA was getting stuck at LA airport and having to spend the night there. Okay? No, I didn't want to do that. It's happened to me before. I know how crowded LA can get, but the thing is, it wasn't that bad. It was mostly my energy. I was just ready to go, and I was just ready to get the whole instead of just okay, okay, we'll get to it. So, like I said, we operating on a different time zone. So I'm up and I'm feeling like, it's later than the time that it is in LA. So we packing up and I'm glad my twin flame with the bag that he bought because I was putting some of my stuff in his bag before we left. So I had to squeeze my new Nordstrom rack sweater jacket fleece thing in his bag as well. We both agreed that the trip was fun, much needed, and I could feel his energy shift into a better place. He was already in a good space. He already had, plenty of blessings on the way, but I can feel like his perspective change. And before we left, my mother had said something to him that I had been saying, like, you need to go on vacation, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. You gotta, it ain't just all about being a father and a man and being at your job all the time. That's just not it. That's not life. he was very appreciative of, being out there. We were, packing up, getting ready to leave. I was finishing up my food, packing the trash, whatever, trying to straighten up, like how they instructed us to do. Um, how the owners of the Airbnb instructed us to do. Uh, and then this was the only day like the sun came out. So we're on our way back and we were just taking pictures of things that we said we'll just get it before we leave. Took a couple pictures of the painting or the mural or the artwork of Kobe Bryant on the way to the airport. The traffic wasn't too bad. Of course, I was making, had to do a couple more illegal U-turns before, get on the road and get to the airport. Not get on the road, but I had to do a couple illegal U-turns before we get to the airport, just to, because it was fun. Yeah, sometimes doing illegal stuff can be fun. Nobody was around, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was around, and it wasn't like it was DC, because cameras. Look, and then the camera. Okay, tickets in DC bust you over the head, but anyway, traffic wasn't too bad, and then like I said, the sun was out, so we got to see some things that we didn't get to see before. And when the weather is different, like when it's raining and it's cold, like everything looks completely different from when the sun is out. So we was like, oh dang, that's over there. Oh dang, that's over there. Oh, and I guess what is that shit called? It's a burger spot that's like really popular over that joint. In and Out Burger. That joint was like everywhere. I think I seen more of those than McDonald's locations over there. And of course, they had nothing for me to eat, so we got to see more of the real estate leaving out. Of course, I had packed my 3/5 in my bag because I'm just sitting there, you know, at the Airbnb before we left, trying to figure out if I can take this weed with me back to Maryland since it's legal in both states. You know what I mean? But get to the car, run to a spot, and drop that joint off. I think the gas was like $4 and some change. I was like, God damn. But the car we had was so small, I think only put like $10, $15 in there, maybe, to fill it back up. We rode a shuttle bus, of course, to the airport from the car rental place. Okay. We get to Spirit. And when you get there, apparently you can't just use your ID to get on, like how you do at BWI. Like BWI, they're not asking for your boarding pass, they're asking for your ID. You get your boarding pass over there. And then what I also saw on my phone was don't print the boarding pass. It just was like, don't print it because it won't scan or something. So I'm thinking, okay, I got them both on my phone. They like, nah, you gotta go back and you gotta ever get it printed. So I had to go up. We had to go up the stairs or the ramp, go back down to another part of the airport to print out these border passes. This was the kicker for me. So I'm not trying to get us held up because we got 4 kids to get back to. So I go over and ask one of the TSA dudes. I said, I have a little bit of weed that I have not opened. Am I okay to take it with me? He says, man, they got the dogs out. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I take my 3/5 and I go and just discard it. I'm like, whatever, that's $11. I don't know. But it was more than $11 for me because it was $11. And I could have got at least about 3-4 blunts out of that, which is actually a pretty good deal because 3/5 for the same thing in Maryland probably $25. I toss it out, right? LA is like the worst with TSA trying to get through there. They want you to stop here, go over there, don't breathe, hold your breath, put your arms up, put your arms down, move them all around. It's like, what do you want me? Put your bag over here, open the laptop. What? Whose laptop is it? Whose bucket is it? Like, what? It's another line coming this way. What the fuck? Oh, okay. When I tell you, I didn't even see a fucking dog with a vest on it. Okay, I didn't see a fucking chihuahua, a poodle, or nada. Yeah, they got the dogs out. I said, I don't even know why the fuck I asked him anyway. His eyes was, one of them was here, one of them was there. So I should have went to the lady who told me I had to get out of line to go and print the boarding pass. I just went back over there to her and just asked her. So again, in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, please don't let us miss this flight. We already like it don't it's like you gotta leave like 4 hours early to LAX. Especially if you ride spurt back. So I'm like, I wanted to get us there as early as possible so that again we can get seats together riding back. But the shuttle from here to there to over there to down the street to around the corner, no. By the time we got there, everybody was ready to go. And it was a completely booked flight. And we couldn't, he was in some seats somewhere else. And I was in a seat somewhere else. I'm just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We just like, whatever, let's just go ahead and get on. So we get on and I'm fine. Like, I'm just, trying, in and out of sleep, just I think I was listening to music. I don't really know. I know the dude next to me, chubby white boy, he had on too much spray. It didn't smell bad. It was just a spritz too much. And he kept when I was like looking out the window, like past him, he had like a lot of weird energy. And it's like, bro, like I don't know. People do get quite awkward around me. You know what I'm saying? They really do. And that's just what it is. We make it to, oh, all this here, there, everywhere. Put your hands up, put your feet over here, put your body over there at the damn LAX. I fucked around and lost my good ass Sheen neck pillow. The good one. So now I need to order another one. I got on the plane and all his nervous energy. I was like, hey, let me go ahead and get my neck pillow. So I asked the stewardess, she was about to take it down and everything. I'm in the middle seat. And she was like, what she say? She was like, I don't even see it up here. And I'm like, what? And then my twin flame is like some rows back, so I can't even be like, Auntie, I left my damn neck pillow at fucking TSA. We had a layover in Atlanta. So our layover was already 55 minutes. Like a little less than an hour. We hopped off the plane and we had 2 delays. 2 of them. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm about to go get some food and then we about to just get going. Let me tell you something. Spirit is just they Spirit, like I'm tired of Spirit, bro. They fucking get you there, but I'm fucking tired of them. We wasn't even in the restaurant that long. We weren't even in the restaurant that long. Like we saw it was 2 delays, so then we like, all right. Well, we went to a ludicrous restaurant, chicken and beer. And of course we get there and people staring at us. And Even the waiter was like, "Yeah, I know y'all from somewhere. Y'all like real big on like Instagram, right? Like, yeah, it's y'all, but like especially you talking about my twin flame. My twin flame, like we're both like, nah, like no." And it was like quite a few people just staring at us, and that's something that happens pretty often when we go places. I'm down here in Atlanta at the airport, and I see these cowboy boots, and I seen double cowboy hats. I'm like, what do these women have on down here? Faux leather pants tucked into the cowboy boots with the cowboy hat on, glitter weave all the way down to the floor. Well, damn. My twin flame ordered this catfish sandwich. That thing was looking good, so I had to go in and give me a piece of that. And he was just getting stuff to go. And I should have got my shit to go because I knew not to trust spirit. Because when you are nowhere to be found, like when they're about to like lock the door, like other airlines have called. I've seen people running because other airlines have called their names over the whole speaker system. Not Spirit. Spirit don't give a fuck where you are. And the thing is, when I hopped off the plane, when we hopped off the plane for at the beginning of the layover, I was asking about getting tickets together. And my twin flame said that when we went back after leaving the restaurant was literally right there. Literally. After we left the restaurant, it was another dude that was on the same flight that we was on that was still in line. So I'm like, how many motherfucking people did they leave behind? How many of us got left behind? Like, there were two delays. We went and sat down. We waiting to be called. Next thing you know, the screen changed. And we both looking at each other like, what the fuck? So we get up, I go over there. I was like, did we miss the plane back to BWI? The girl like, yeah. Like, so I'm like, do y'all assist with, I'm like, when is the next flight leaving? She was like, the next flight is leaving at 6 a.m. Bitch, you got the game fucked up if you think I'm about to stay in this airport until 6 a.m. And my twin flame will start in a new position Monday morning. Oh, we don't assist with helping you find another airport. Oh, you got like good. Thank God for Delta. Okay? But the thing is, I really blame myself because my energy was already uneasy. I said, moving forward, I'm going to be just as relaxed on my way back as I am going because it's the purpose of a vacation. It's to reset your energy a little bit. Then I let like my fears get the best of me and it just threw it all off. Maybe I need to tell my twin flame like when he notices that my mood shift like that, he needed to go ahead and let me know so that I can like go over there and take a couple deep breaths or some shit because I don't want that shit to happen again. Especially since we're like talking about going to other countries. I ain't get stuck in no other countries airport. I don't know them like that. Okay, I'm just finding out about me. Like the whole trip went so well. But thank God for Delta. We got two seats together. They were more comfortable. They were emergency exit seats. We had to, you know, let them know that we agree with it. Any emergencies pop off, we gonna jump in there and do our best. You know, I'm just ready to go. It was a hard lesson to learn, but it was just worth it. I flew back. I got back an hour. We got like an hour later than, our original Airbus time. Then, I'm still kind of antsy because, you know, when you realize something about yourself, sometimes it may take a little time to swallow that pill. You know what I'm saying? I really like it was my fault. But the money that I had to spend to get us back that night was worth it. Because even though I didn't want to, of course, nobody would want to have to spend more money to get back when you already paid money up front. But after, I dropped them off at home and I was coming back home, knowing that when I got back, I was going to see my kids. I was like, this is just worth it. It's just the L that I had to take on the chin, and that's it. It can cost you a bad attitude, bad energy, can cost you a little more money. So, yeah, I will be leaving with good, relaxed energy on my next trip. Our next trip is going to be a road trip, but still trying to think what March finna look like. And I'm just, pricing other places. I'm not I'm not in a hurry to buy anything because the way the price is looking, the price is pricing, and it ain't no Black Friday sale on that shit. If I'm gonna be spending $400-500 a ticket, I'm just gonna save that for the LA trip in the summer because that'd be worth it. And it's like I want to go other places, but then when I see the connecting flight is spurred, I just get annoyed, and it's like I don't even want to take it because you motherfuckers don't care at all. So I ain't really worried about it no more. I don't think of it as a loss. Sometimes you have to lose a little bit to gain a lot of it. So I did gain some perspective that I just need to just not worry. What am I worried for? It was a really good trip. I mean, once we got our tickets to Delta, I got us rushing out of there. My twin flame grabbed my bag and not his food. So now his freshly prepared catfish sandwich is on the seats in Atlanta airport. You gotta catch a damn bus to get to the other one. And I'm just like, how big are these airports? Because I don't have to go through this at BWI. I ain't even got to go through this at Reagan. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to traveling. But what you learn about yourself on vacation makes the whole trip worth it. Like, you can go the whole trip and not get that message until the very end, like I did. So, I don't know. Everybody had a good holiday. I don't know. Maybe you got something from it. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you'll be back next week. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Either way, this has been Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Miss Pearl.